Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Rambling Through Everyday Life with Fran and Angela. My name is Fran, and I am one of the co-hosts for this podcast. You guys, May Madness is here. Is it not? It is just wild. May is a lot like December. There's so much going on. We just had Mother's Day. All the graduations are all around us. We're thinking about flowers and what to put in pots and where are we going on vacation and everything about summertime. So what better guest to have on the show this time of year than our beloved friend and the queen of everything, Miss Susie Oliver. Welcome to Susie Said So Summer Edition. Sit back, enjoy the conversation. We love you guys so much. All right, everybody. It's another episode of Rambling Through Everyday Life with Fran and Angela. But Susie, we do not have Angela with us in the studio today.
So it's Rambling with Fran and Susie.
That's exactly what it is.
But we
today.
love you, Angela, and we miss you. I'm looking at her chair like she's there.
In honor of, there she is, but she's not there. Angela is... Well, she's leaving. If y'all have listened to the episodes, then you know that as we record this, she's about to leave for Italy. So she's about to be gone. And by the time this releases, we had no time to get her in the studio. So here we are. Y'all, you love it so much. Susie said so. She's in the house. And am I going to be able to take a picture of what you have on and share?
Absolutely.
Okay, because the skirt is adorable. Okay, Susie, This airs mid-May. When do you think summer begins? When do you think summer begins?
Well, it began today. It was like 90 degrees.
For real.
I was sitting outside eating my lunch, but then I got shocked back in reality. I stuck my toe in the pool, and it's a little cold.
Yeah.
But,
So it's
kind of coming here.
Yeah, it's warm. Is your pool open all year round? I know.
It is.
Okay. Yeah. So it just naturally has to heat up.
Well, yeah, from the sun.
Yeah. It's not warm already.
No. It's not warm, but it's pretty. Yeah. And that's why we don't cover it. It's real pretty. And we don't
for sure.
have trees to get into it. Right. So we just look at it all year.
Right.
I enjoy it.
Okay, so summer begins for you when it just starts to feel like summer.
Yeah, like today's short weather.
I know.
It's
It
wonderful.
is. It is. I know. They said the high was going to be like 90. I was like, what? 90?
We're like, yes, let's get outside, get some sunshine.
Get outside and get some sunshine. I'm asking you questions.
Okay.
Like this could very well be on your list of Susie said these are the things that we're supposed to be doing this time of year. I know we've talked about it. Are you a self-tanner person? Because my legs are as white as this jean jacket you have on.
Well,
and your jean jacket's a white jacket.
It is.
Not a blue jacket, y'all.
You know, as I have aged, it's different. So I've gone and I bought some and I've got the lotion kind and then it's kind of is streaky. So one day I was like, I'm tired of this. So I just took my makeup and I put it on my legs and it looked flawless.
That's right.
So they have a product out there that Instagram keeps showing me. But once I went on to investigate more, they wanted a little bit more than I was willing to do. Like, it was like now all of a sudden you had to do this, this, and this. So it made me a little nervous, so I didn't. But I'm looking for a product that gives more coverage because I can get dark, but I still, now that my skin's pigmentation's a little different. Yeah. But I'm interested in the perfect thing. I haven't found it yet. But if I do find it, I'll let you know.
Yeah. I know, because I haven't found the perfect thing either. Yeah. I have lotion, which is fine for like my arms or like even like my chest and neck or something. But leg coverage is very different.
Well, it is because you've got your knees and your ankles and you get all that little bony part. Then it gets darker. Then everybody's like, look what she did. Yes. So I've not found one that's great. And I research and I buy them and then I'm like, I don't know.
I know. Well, just like anything and everything, there's 1 million products to choose from and you're just shopping and buying and kind of hoping that you stumble upon the right one because they're all going to tell you, this is the one, this is the best one. Okay. And if any of you all like have a phenomenal love for a self-tanner that covers well, we want to know.
Yes.
Tell us.
We would love that. We'll promote it.
Okay. Tell us, Susie, What do we need to know? What are you telling us this season?
Well, what am I telling you? I'm going to start with a movie.
Okay.
I have a great movie review. We, as in myself, Callie, Zach, and the kiddos, went to see King of Kings.
Yes.
Now, Deb and I have seen all of The Chosen as well. So if you have not seen The Chosen and you love Jesus, run to see it.
Yes.
Start the episodes, start at the beginning, watch them. Come on. It is great. But The King of Kings is an animated movie about the story of Christ. So it was such a blessing. I got to sit in between Betsy and Oliver. And Betsy's little mind, she's 6, is just all these questions. Honey, who is that? What are they doing? And so she took her little blanket and put it over her head and said, honey, I do not want to see Jesus on the cross. And she just got real scared and teary-eyed. And I said, but B, guess what? Something great is about to happen. Yes, he's going to be on the cross, but B, the best part is coming. And so, she just asked great questions. Who's that? What did they do? And so I could see her little mind is ready and it's asking the right kind of questions. So if you have a young one or an older one that's thinking about this, it's such a precious way that they've told the story, and it just asks lots of questions. And what a gift to be the grandmother sitting next to a granddaughter talking about things that are eternal. I mean, I was like,
at her age,
it is just so precious. And mom and dad are just sowing the right seeds. I mean, Oliver will only go to sleep to Hymn of Heaven, Phil Wickham album. And Betsy informed me yesterday that Oliver wants to be Phil Wickham and he wants to write songs.
Hey, listen.
And I'm like, yes,
Lord, let it be.
Yes. And so it was just the sweetest thing. And they know every word to the Phil Wickham songs and praise songs. And it's what a gift. What a gift to see that generational thing continuing. And Betsy and Oliver, they know Jesus and they just, they have a lot. It's amazing. So if you have a child, you have a young one, an older one, go see King of Kings. If you miss it in the theaters, rent it, talk about it. It's just a great movie.
Okay, tell us, because I know you just posted this, and it doesn't matter when I say this.
Yes.
I'm dating myself just a little bit, but you posted yesterday about sweet baby Henry being dedicated.
Sweet Henry.
What is that like for people that maybe are not in a denomination where that is a thing? What is that like? What's happening in a service where a child is dedicated? And then how did you feel sitting there? I know you've seen the other two be dedicated, but every child is different in how you are watching mom and dad and siblings talk about, understand, celebrate. Tell us a little bit about what happened recently in church.
It was such a blessing. Again, we're blessed to be able to do these things with them. But I really loved Pastor Mike yesterday. He gave a charge to the parents are you going to raise them in the admonition of Christ? Are you going to teach them the scriptures? Are you going to have a home where this is forefront? And, the parents had to agree to that and then ask the church as a whole, were we going to do the same to help raise the children up in the way of the Lord? So that was just super sweet. Henry, he's the third. He's just so sweet. He just laughs and smiles, and he's just a happy boy. Betsy is in charge. Whatever needs to be done, she'll tell you, and she is 99% of the time right. And Oliver just wants to hug and kiss him, and he just wants to make sure he's still loved. But it's just so sweet. We have one child. I don't know why I didn't think about multiple grandchildren, but each one, how special, how special. And so what a blessing. And again, just to have your daughter and your son-in-law love Jesus with their heart, and that's what they talk about all the time. It's on their hearts, scripture. So here's a way to teach scripture. So my Ollie Pop, that's what I call him. It's his nickname. He loves to play video games, like a lot of kids. And so I have a Mario Kart on my phone, and he gets to play it after I pick him up. And by the time I get Betsy, we're in the car for a little bit. But now I've realized you have to answer questions. So I will say, Oliver, how do you spell your name? He'll say, Oliver. Okay, how do you spell your last name? I don't know. No, Mario. Oh, Bearden. Oliver, what's your address? I don't know. And then I'll say it, and then he'll spout it out. I shouldn't give their address out. But anyway, he will tell me. And so I said, what? Scripture. So we have learned, be still and know that I'm God. And he will say that. And he gets the first part of the 46 wrong, but then he gets the 10 right, because when he's 10, he can watch the Ladybug movie. Oh. I don't know what that's about. Don't know the Ladybug movie, but I know he gets that. But he will say it, and then he gets Mario. But
yes.
I mean, he's 4.
Yes, he's 4.
He's 4.
Let's keep that in mind.
Let's keep that in mind. And so, so just, it's a great way. You find what motivates them, and a game motivates him. And so now we have a series of questions, and each time I'm like challenging to learn more, and then you can play Mario.
Okay, let's talk about something that we're not prepared to talk about.
Sure.
But we can talk about
Let's
it. Because we're talking about Scripture. When this airs, this is the middle of May, Lord willing, let it be, Jesus. Lord willing. I will still be in the Bible recap.
Yes.
And I'm up to date.
Yes.
I'm not behind.
Absolutely.
Are you still in the Bible recaps?
I am. I love it. And this time I have found that she put a link in the devotion where you can go straight to the podcast.
Yes.
I used to have to go out, and now I'm like, good. And the other thing is I started listening and watching the movies or the little clips that did the whole book. And that's phenomenal.
The Bible Project or whoever does those are phenomenal.
They're so good. It just connects it. It breaks down that whole chapter. That brings me to a question. What are some habits? Do you have habits? Now, how many days is 100 and what is it?
For
the Bible recap.
Well, as of today, it's like 118 or something like that.
So you've formed a habit.
Yeah.
So that's something that's great. I mean, they say after 66 days on average.
Yeah.
Look
at me.
There you go. So like you're way above average.
Yeah.
And you've got this habit.
But keep in mind, people, I've never made it this far. I've tried for years and I've already quit. So I'm bringing this up because I'm patting myself on the back, but I know that Susie, you've done it more than once. But also, I'm bringing it up because go ahead and start today.
Oh, absolutely.
Just start whenever you're listening to this episode. Just go ahead and start. It's okay to start any day being in God's Word. Okay.
Yes, and I looked up what a habit was, and it had all of these things. One of the things it talked about is having a craving, the motivation or the desire for the behavior, and that's one of the things Tara Leigh says. Once you're in it, then you want more. Yes, I listen to it. Yes, I do it first thing in the morning. Yes, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what they just said.
Right.
Now that was interesting, that name.
Right.
But there's always some little nugget, something, and the Lord uses that. You could be later in the day talking about something, and you'll be like, oh, okay. In the Scripture it says. Or some Instagram post comes up, and you're like, okay. The more you know, the more you can defend, the more you can understand, the more you see the entire picture. So any time in God's Word's not wasted.
That's right.
You can do it. And this is a great way. And if I'm a checker list, I got to check my list. I got to do it. And so that keeps me, I can't get behind. If I get behind, then I'm.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to do it. And you can do it at your pace. You can do it first thing in the morning. You can do it whenever, but it keeps you accountable. And she really breaks it down really well. And she'll, brings you always back to what are you learning about God? Not what are you seeing about yourself.
That's right.
But what do you see in God's Word? What are you learning more about Him? How are you falling more in love with Him?
Yeah.
And let's face it, when we're over and we're in heaven, aren't we just praising Him?
Right.
So we need to love Him more, to know Him more.
Right.
So anyway, I think no pats on the back for me. All the years I haven't read it. Dub reads every year. He reads the Bible through. But I
get stuck because sometimes, like right now, the last couple of days, based like when we're recording this, the last few days have been in Chronicles, and it's just a lot of genealogy. And I'm like, I want to go to the Gospels. Like, I love the New Testament. I love the Old Testament too. But when I get stuck or I'm not like super thrilled with what is on tap for that reading plan in the Old Testament, that's where I would tend to quit and just go hop over and start doing my own thing. So also what is not hard about it, but it is a challenge is the fine line of I want to do it and get my check, but also I want it to change me. And I love how she, at the end of every podcast episode, she's asking the question, where's your God shot for the day? And it's drawing us back to what did we see in Him? What did we learn about Him? And we're not turning it onto us, like how do I fit into that narrative, but it always becomes about what did I learn about God today?
Right.
Why is that genealogy important, you know? So anyway, I think of you not all the time, but often, because I'm like, oh, I'm still in it. Yay! Susie, are you proud of me?
Yes, I'm so proud of you.
I'm still in it.
I'm proud of you for reading your Bible and having good hair.
Oh,
I love that podcast.
Okay, next on the list, Susie said so.
What's next?
I know. What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. Okay, let's talk about some fun stuff.
Okay, fun
All right,
stuff.
We went spiritual. Let's go fun stuff. All right. So I meant to say this last time, and we just rambled.
We forgot.
Can't believe it. But there is something that I've been doing.
Okay.
And that I've enjoyed it. This month was not my favorite, but for the most part, I've loved it.
Okay.
So it's a closed subscription.
Okay.
So you think about that, you're like, So it's a place called Nuuly, Nuuly.
Uh-huh.
And it's owned by like Anthropology, Free People, Farm Rio, they own this company. And so it's closed that you can go online. You pay $100 a month and you get 6 items and you pick out the items that you like. And then they ship them to you. You keep them a month and then you ship them back.
And these are new or newly worn?
Well, some are new and some are used. So people have worn. So here's the trick to that. Read the reviews. And if it's just, you can sort by all different ways. So I sometimes sort with the newest. Now, if it's the newest, you won't get reviews.
Okay.
But if it's somebody's worn it, then they might review it. So you can see how it runs, what it looks like on all sizes of people, different shapes. Like I'll flip through a review and go, oh, okay, she's my size. She's my, that's how it looks on her. Anyway, so I've had some great ones and then I've had a couple of duds, but that's okay. And it does save me money. I tend to shop a little less when I know I have 6 new items. I've done everything from overalls. I found a pair of leather pants I love. So every month I just ordered them in a different color.
Those little jumpsuits you had?
Jumpsuits. I love jumpsuits. So I would order jumpsuits. I just finished my last one. I had denim overalls. I thought they were so cute. And
like old school denim overalls?
Yeah, like old school denim overalls.
Well,
they were actually real cute.
I'll be.
Yeah. And then I'll get dresses. Maybe I'm going to an event and I'll be like, okay, I got this. I just came to the athletic banquet and the dress, I took the tag off and it was $286 or something.
Oh my gosh.
Cost me $20. I wore it. I sent it back. That was it.
Okay. Can you keep anything if you're like, I love this and I want to keep this?
You can. And the newer it is, the less the discount. So if you take the tags off, it may be like 17% off.
Oh, okay.
If it's been around a while, it might be 90% off.
Okay.
And you can also sort by how expensive it is. So sometimes, just for fun, I get the most expensive thing they have.
Yes.
Just because it is. I got a dress the other day. It was $775.
Have you worn it?
Yeah, I have a picture. I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I love it? Would I bought it? But it was, and I wore it to church, and that was it.
Oh, I love this.
So it's fun.
Okay, is it just clothing? It's no shoes?
No shoes.
No
just
jackets?
It's jackets, it's coats, it's sportswear, it's dressy.
No handbags?
No handbags.
Okay.
No, but.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, we were talking before we hit record. We both know and love Becca Holloway, and she says that she is the OG when it comes to Nuuly here on this campus, and she's been doing it for 4 years.
And, I always thought, she looks so cute. I love that dress. I love that dress.
I know.
That's an expensive dress, And, when I found out she was doing it, I was like, okay. I'm going to try it. And some girls at work do it at Pure Barre. And so we go back and forth. What's in your closet? What's in mine? Did you get that? Did you like that? So anyway,
I love it. Because I think where people might be scared is, okay, what if it doesn't fit? What if everything I ordered didn't fit right? Yeah,
that is a chance you take. So you kind of, if you know the brand of what you're doing, you can see, like, I know how such and such fits me, and you can read a review. So they'll say, hey, I'm usually a medium, but this time I sized down or I sized up. So the reviews help.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know what I wear in most of those brands.
Right.
And so, and every now and then it'll be like, I got a dress the other day and I was like, oh, this one's real little.
Yeah.
And I think it'd been around a minute. So it kind of shrunk. And I was like, well, okay, note to self, maybe next time.
Summertime may be a fun time to try it for people.
Yeah.
Because if it's like skirts or dresses and it's not like real form fitting, you know, and I don't know, people may be like, oh yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah. I mean, $6, 6 pieces $100.
Yeah,
That's
you can't do better than
You can't
that.
do better than that
No.
when you're getting $300, $400, $700 dresses for that. So it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. I've had a good experience.
Is this kind of like Stitch Fix? Remember that?
No, they pick it out for you.
Oh,
and
okay.
then you have a stylist that picks out what they think you should like. You're picking it out.
Okay.
So you have a little online closet and you hang things in your closet and then you go, okay, it's my turn. And they don't penalize you for being late.
Okay.
It just shortens your window of when they charge you the same time every month. And if you keep it longer, you keep it longer. You have the other one less, but they don't penalize you. So anyway.
Okay, I love it.
I've loved it. So
Nuuly, Nuuly.
I'll send you a link. We'll put it in the show notes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, I think I said last time I was doing some experiment.
You were? What were we experimenting on, Susie?
I did hair vitamins.
Oh, that's right.
And so I tried them, and I really think they work. There's Nutrafol, there's all these different ones, but I did Divi, D-I-V-I.
Okay.
And now it'll take you a couple months. So if you get tired of it, and you have to eat with it, that was the other thing. But I really feel like, and yesterday when I went to get my hair done, yesterday or Friday, whatever day it was, she was like, your hair is so much thicker. And I feel like it is.
Because as we age, you know,
everything. That's so
as
true.
we age, our hair changes, not just the texture of it, but we lose it.
We do.
And that's no fun whatsoever. I don't know if it's called this. Is there something called with these hair vitamins? Is this a vitamin you're talking about that you have to take it? Okay. It's like called Hair Bear?
Sugar Bear. Yeah, I did those for a while. This is a little more intense with hair growth. I think this is it's kind of like the Nutrafol. Oh, okay. So it's a higher price. But and like I said, it'll take you a couple months. But once you do it.
Okay. People need to know.
I'm just saying for Susie Oliver, it works. Maybe not for you.
That what is it called?
Nutrafol.
Nutrafol. Like I see it everywhere. But I'm also kind of like, I don't know, y'all are getting paid to endorse this. Yes. Of course you're going to say that it works. Right. So.
And I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
So there you go.
A non-paid endorsement right here.
Okay, so here, if you have curly hair, so my Ollie has the most beautiful curly hair, which he just got a haircut. But he looks so handsome.
Are the curls gone?
No, they're gone in the sense that it's short, but he still has that waving body. He still has beautiful hair.
Okay.
It was time. He wanted to get it cut. So Sherilyn, that does my hair, who's amazing, said, you need to buy this shampoo for him. I'm like, okay. So I buy this little bottle of shampoo that's $50, but, you know, he's my grandson.
That's what Honey does.
Hair. That's what Honey does. But I touched his hair the next day. It's soft and it curled so much prettier. So if you really have curly hair, we'll put a link for a shampoo because it felt different. Now he's 4 and he has this virgin hair that's never been treated, but it was pretty
So it's
amazing.
not just for kids.
No. She does it, her son does it, and he's like a teenager.
Okay.
But anyway, it was actually amazing.
Well, I love that.
And he's still using it. And it's still got that little curl, but it's not the ringlets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's still
I have
adorable.
A question.
Okay. Oh, no.
All right,
this always makes me so nervous.
No. This is for the listeners.
Okay, good. Whew.
So, the first, this is for you. What is the typical feedback? Do you just get messages? Do people, like, after they listen to this, they'll DM you?
Yeah, they'll send a DM or they send me a text or they send Angela a text.
Okay. So, I'm going to put a challenge out there. Okay. I haven't told Fran this. Angela has no idea either, and she's not here. So, swimsuits. Our worst nightmare, but we have to have them because summer's here.
Yes.
I am willing to do a haul of different swimsuits, expensive, less expensive, several different types. I will actually get them. I'll take pictures. I'll do the whole thing. But we have to have at least, what's a good number? 50?
Yeah.
Is that a pretty good high number?
Yeah.
I want it to be high because I don't really want to do it.
No, I know. How are we going to do this?
Okay, so if we get 50, then we're going to have to figure out some way. And we can put links or stuff like these are Susie's top favorites. And so I'm going to go and get them and then try them because I really need to try some. I need some new ones. But I thought, That might be motivating. Might
Well,
be
it
fun.
would be
You see that
motivating.
on Instagram all the time, but
Yeah.
you don't know those people.
Oh, no, I don't know those people. And I need, just like everything else
Yeah.
we've talked about, I need the unpaid
Right.
person telling me, well, this coverage, because we want things to be, I don't want my bottoms,
Me either.
riding up and all that kind of stuff. You're just like, I need things to be where they're supposed to be.
And I don't want somebody to say, go get this cheap $20
No.
swimsuit and it's flimsy. And
Yes.
when you get it out of the package, you know it's terrible. But since Walmart's paying you, you're going to put it on and tell
That's
people
right.
to buy it. I don't want to do that.
You get out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, this is trash.
Yes.
Like it was great. Well, not great might not be the right word, but
Yeah.
it was fine. And then I got in the water. I got in the pool. I got in the ocean. I got in the lake. And
Or
you're
I
like, nope.
moved and
Throw it in the trash.
So that's just
Okay.
a little challenge out there.
Oh,
I've got
yes.
some good brands. I've got some expensive. I've got some less expensive. And I kind of want to try them just to see what they're like. And
Yeah.
some that are very modest. They will all be modest. I'm not going to do anything crazy. But I just thought that could kind of be fun. Like even if we don't take pictures, maybe I'll just put out a top. These are the
Yes.
top haul.
Yeah.
I tried this brand, this brand, this brand. But I'm not going to do it unless people really want it.
Oh, they're going to want it. And like why
Right.
it made it. What was it about it? Especially, I feel like a high-end swimsuit, you're going to get it. You're going to be glad you bought it. You may be like, oh, I really don't want to spend that much on a swimsuit.
Right.
But it always kind of tends to work out in your favor. It's that middle ground that you're like, oh, like you think, I want that. Is it going to be what I want it to be?
Right. And is it going to be from another country and take forever?
Right.
Is the size going to
Right.
be wrong? Is it popping up on Amazon because they have paid
Yeah.
so much money
Oh,
to
yeah.
have the
Oh, yeah.
top sponsored?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've got some brands here that I really want to try, and I thought that could be a
Okay,
fun
do you
thing.
remember I think, I would have loved, like back in the day, remember we've talked about malls. Remember when malls existed? And you would go to Goldsmiths or Dillard's and like they would have the biggest section of swimsuits.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was fun, but also horrible at the same time because you had your hands on it. You could see it, all the things. And now it's like, where do you go buy swimsuits now? Is everything online or are there stores other than
Target and
Yeah.
Walmart, I don't know.
I'm not buying a
I mean, and
swimsuit
if we
from
lived
Target.
in Texas, they still have the big Dillards that you could do it, but we don't live there.
No, yeah.
But you could go in and try. But yeah, I know you need to try it on.
Oh, yeah.
And you need to, what size do you wear?
Oh,
You wear a
yeah.
different size in your swimsuit than your
Yeah.
normal clothes. And
Yeah.
how's that going to work? And is that going to hold up? And
Yeah.
is it worth it? But
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay.
all right, let's talk about decor for summer.
I love it.
Summer.
This may not have anything to do about what we're going to talk about, and that's totally fine. Like you're outdoors because you have such a real pretty backyard and your pool and stuff. Do you do like new cushions every year, new pillows? Like how do you feel about that sort of thing?
Well, Deb and I just went out and just redid all that. And so I've got a nice sectional couch. So I just washed the cushions.
Okay.
They came very clean. I was very pleased with that because it cost a penny or two. So anyway, I just washed those cushions. And then I got new pillows and a new rug from Sam's.
Oh,
And so I do those little things. And then here's what. Remind me at the end of the year, throw things away.
I know.
Why do I keep them?
don't
So that I
know.
can throw them away
I
at the
know.
beginning of the season and
I
they've just
know.
molded. And
I know.
I mean, no.
I
So
know. No.
that's my new thing. I actually even put on my calendar, throw them away. I did. It's in September. It was going to send me a reminder, Susie, get out there and throw that
Throw it
junk
away.
away. And then, because you're going to buy new.
Yeah.
So why do you keep
Yeah.
it for the whole?
Yeah.
Because I leave my stuff outside.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Callie Clara, y'all know my sweet Callie Clara. She's got Callie Clara's Creations. Now, she got that creative gene. I'm not sure where because I have none.
You do too, Hush.
No, I'm a good financial backer, but I'm not a good and I can say, hey, Callie, do this, make this for us, and she will. But she did this cutest thing. I sent it to her the other day. I saw it on Instagram. And it was made with paper plates from the dollar store.
I'm sorry, what?
It was the cutest thing. She made flowers out of paper plates, and it's super easy. So she did it at Easter at the church. It turned out adorable.
Are we going to see it?
Oh,
Are the
yes.
people going to see this?
They're going to see it. It's
where
adorable.
Where is this? Where's this going that she made? Help me understand.
Okay, so it was a backdrop out at
Okay.
the Easter egg hunt,
Okay.
and she'd taken different size plates, glued them together, and just put them up there with painter's tape because they're real light. And then she'd made a cross out of brown paper and put He is Risen on it. And all the folks, when they came out to do their Easter egg hunting, they took pictures in front of it. But it was adorable.
Well, and that's like, think of, you could do things with your little kids, over the summer, a little craft project.
Absolutely.
This is what we're going to do. A thing of paper plates doesn't cost anything.
No,
250 paper plates.
It was so cute. But anyway. So she does some cute stuff. I'll link her up, and you can see kind of what she's doing. She's doing the balloons and the cookies and all the things, but
in all of her spare time.
Yeah, in all of her spare time. Yeah, she just did some balloons for a friend the other day, and I was like, "Oh, you're just amazing. You just do it."
Does she not like to sleep?
Well, I don't know. I like to sleep.
She's so busy. I mean, she's got 3 kids and doing all that and working and.
I know.
Does she get off for the summer?
She does.
Okay.
She does, and I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
I just sent her a picture of me sitting outside. So I just think, summer, we're going to sit out and have lunch. But anyway, so I asked her about summer dishes because y'all know I don't cook.
Yeah, right. Neither do we.
I mean, I just don't. People think that's strange.
No,
but,
it's not at our age anymore.
It's not.
No.
And so for Easter, I bought the groceries. She made all the food. She made the best homemade rolls. They were each the exact same size. And I was like, how'd you do that? She said, Mom, I just weighed them. Oh, okay. But they were phenomenal. So I was like, Callie, I'm going online. I'm going to do our podcast. We need some summer dishes. So she sent me one that's really great. So I'm going to send you a link for that. Summer corn, summer or something Mexican. I don't know what it was called. But anyway, it was Mexican street corn bowl.
Oh.
And so I have that for a link. She has this To Die For homemade lemonade. I'll send you that.
Yum. I
so
love
I can
lemonade.
get people that have things that I don't. I don't really do those things.
What was your meat? What did y'all have for Easter?
Oh, we did a ham. So she called me that morning. She goes, Mom, I only have one oven. She goes, oh, I think I'll smoke it in the smoker.
Okay.
I was like, that's just above my pay grade, too. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that sounds great, honey. So she did. She made a zucchini casserole or squash and zucchini. I don't know the difference in them. Aren't they kind of the same?
Squash is yellow and zucchini is like a green.
Yeah, I think it was yellow.
Okay.
I don't even do that. And then new way to make baked potatoes. She cuts them and oils them in salt and peppers and put them face down in the oven. And they cook a lot faster.
Really?
And they're really good. Yeah. You know how you always poke them? Cut them in half long ways. Oil them up, whatever kind of oil, olive oil or whatever. Put them face down, salt and pepper, put them face down and just put them in the oven. And they go faster and they're amazing.
Well, how does she know these things?
Because she just is always, I don't know.
Callie.
She said, tell me. And I'm like, okay, that sounds great.
That's awesome.
So anyway, she made that meal. It was great. The whole meal was fantastic. And Zach's a great cook as well. And they're both creative. So they'll get in the kitchen and think, oh, well, let me create. I'm like, what does that recipe say?
I know, for real.
It's a half cup.
I know.
So what's
a half cup?
Yeah, what's a half cup? But I do have my energy balls, and it's time to start with those again.
Yes.
So we can link that recipe.
Yes. And tell people, what is this? What makes it an energy ball? And like, am I going to pop 20 of them in my mouth at a time? Because I sure want to, but
well, I cheat and make mine pretty big because that's my nighttime meal. So, but it's got things like I started trying to limit my added sugar. So it has honey, which is sweet, but no added sugar, no added sugar to the peanut butter, to the coconut. And then it's oats, and I do protein powder, and I put sea salt. So mine are salty and they're sweet. So they kind of get that craving of both. Some vanilla, some peanut butter. I melt my peanut butter, my honey, some sugar-free chocolate chips. I make it for Callie and the kids too, but she likes dark chocolate. I don't like, so I do hers a little differently. And I put in brewer's yeast because of breastfeeding, and hers is a little nursing. But anyway, her kids love them too. Everybody.
So how many does it make? Your recipe's going to make how many?
I always double it, and it depends on the size of the balls. So you could I probably get 12 out of mine, but they're big, so you could get more than that. You could double it. if you do smaller balls. Now you can buy them at places that sell them, and they're real expensive.
They are
like a
very
tiny
expensive.
little ball,
No.
they're $5.
No, I'm not doing that.
So,
But hey, if you ever wanted to get into a side gig, you could do that because we'd all buy them from you
well, I make them every day, every week.
to last the whole week.
For the whole week. And I've got to make some tonight. But anyway.
Okay, what nail polish do you have on? Everybody's always wanting to talk about summer nails, and you've gone summer.
I've gone back summer. I'm in Funny Bunny, of course.
Yes, that's what I've got
And
on.
I just had, Callie showed me a really pretty pink, and I think it's one I just had, Strawberry Margarita. It's a bright pink. I just did a bright pink, and that was fun. And here's my philosophy. Go do it with the nails because, next nail appointment or next time you take it off.
Right.
Have fun. So we're having fun with that.
I love it.
All right. Let's see. What else do I have on my list?
I don't know, but remember our good old Perbel?
Oh, yeah.
I just got my new one in. It's on like auto ship or whatever it's called. And I think about you and Angela every time. I'm like, if you listen, listeners, if you're not doing that, please get on the Perbel train. It's the best coverage.
It is.
And like on the days that on the weekends or whenever, like I don't want to put makeup on, I can throw that stuff on and I'm like, this is amazing.
It is. It is. I haven't found anything better. And that was really Angela's time.
I know. It was like, we didn't know what it was and couldn't figure out like how to put it on because it comes out different and it's a little thicker maybe.
Yeah, it's white and then it turns. It turns to your skin color. So yeah, I use mine every day. Every day.
Hey, are you a person that likes to I know you are not going to do this yourself, but around your pool, how do you do potted plants and flowers? I know it's not you. Susie is not planting the things.
I have in the past. But here's the problem. In the summer, we travel. We have no animals. So I don't want someone to have to come over just to water a plant.
So you're not going to do that around your pool.
I don't do that. Yeah. I had some really pretty pots, some big ones and little ones, and one year I even did lemon trees and lime, and it was really pretty. But then again, when you're gone most of the summer and you're traveling, it doesn't work. But now, you know what? You said that. My sister that lives in Kentucky, she sent me this. She goes, y'all, have you seen this new trend where they're getting fake flowers and hanging them? And she was like, she showed them to it, and it was a pretty cute little hanging plant.
I know.
I mean, you got to be careful.
Well, remember, Angela got like not a fern. Not ferns because I have mums, and they were horrible. Yeah. They were horrible. So they're going to make anything look great online. Yeah. Anything because they want you to buy it.
Of course.
However, I have seen these videos of these ferns that I'm like, dang, that looks really good.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I don't know that I can do it, but I don't mind watering things. Like I'm okay. This new house, we don't have nearly the backyard, like the patio that we've had in the past. And so I'm not as tempted. So now I just have all these pots that I'm never going to be able to fill. But I don't know. I love it. But also I'm like, oh my God, watering these things every single day.
We have 2 ferns right now. But I don't water any of them. Teb does.
Are they out back?
No, they're in the front.
They
look pretty. Yeah. And we got them at the K. Rogers the other day. They were on sale, and we got a couple. But yeah, we've done the whole backyard, all the pots. It looks so good. But then again, we're just
you're not around.
We're not around.
You're not around. What's your favorite? Are you a popsicle ice cream kind of treat girl in the summertime? Or are you like, no, I'm not interested in that? I mean, you're ice cream. You're a Bluebell.
Yeah, I like Bluebell. But I like popsicles, and I keep them for the kids. We always have a good popsicle, and they have good, funny little knock jokes on them or little jokes on them. So kids love those. But I only really like grape.
Oh, really? I don't not strawberry or watermelon?
Won't eat those.
Isn't that interesting? Like I'm a strawberry. I'm a red girl. I'm going to go to the red. Are you that way with jelly? Are you wanting grape jelly?
I only do grape jelly.
Isn't that funny?
I don't do strawberry jelly. And I will do like a cherry flavor, like in a Jolly Rancher. I'll only eat the cherry.
Are you going to Sonic to get a slush of any kind?
No, not a Sonic.
It'd be a grape one, I bet.
I bet it would. Well, when I get a like the snow cone, I get just a little bit of grape. I don't like a lot of juice, mainly ice, but a little bit of grape. I know.
Are you a hamburger or hot dog girl?
Oh, a hamburger all the way.
What are you putting on your hamburger? The summertime. First of all,
nothing. Ketchup only.
Ketchup only?
Yeah. I would never even eat cheese or a pickle. No.
Stop it.
No.
Okay. Is Dub cooking burgers outside on a grill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So these are out of your backyard. You're sitting back there without your potted plants.
But I have a nice rug and pillows.
But you got a nice rug and pillows, and he's fixing you a plain burger with ketchup only. I just am shocked by this.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm so
I
plain
want everything
with food.
on my burger except for onion. I cannot stand onion on a burger.
No.
I don't like onions, period. And the only reason why I'm going to opt out of like lettuce or tomatoes, because it can get messy. But I do love a good burger. But see, that's my oldest, Clay Thomas, always just ketchup only. And I'm like, oh my God, no cheese? Nope. I'm like, oh.
And it's hard because they'll put cheese on it. And I'll say, I would like a hamburger with bread, meat, and ketchup. And they'll come back with cheese. I was like, that was not one of the things. A hamburger, bread, meat, ketchup.
And you can't eat it with the cheese on it.
No. And they'll send it back. And then sometimes they'll just peel it off and send it back to me. And then I'll be like, Now, see, if I wanted that cheese, I would have eaten it the first time. So you're going to need to make me a new one. I know. Hey, let's talk about what happened to me.
What happened to you?
You remember you prayed this morning and Angela prayed? It hasn't. But, okay, so I lost something very dear to me. And I don't think I'm going to find it. But you know what this little bitty silver lining is? I lost my necklace that Dub had gotten me so sweetly for my last birthday, which was my golden birthday. And if you don't know what a golden birthday is, you got to figure it out. But anyways, my golden birthday, and I said, this is what I want, and this is where it is. And so he went and bought it because it was my golden birthday. So I got dressed Friday. I went and worked out took class at 5:30. Then I was teaching at 8:30. So I came home and I had some time. So I was like, I'll just put on these necklaces. So I put 2 necklaces on. I went to get my blood drawn. Then I went and taught class. And then I did all the things during the day. And I got, let me take all this stuff to Goodwill. And so I did that. Then I got home and I was like, one of them is missing, one of my necklaces. And it was that birthday gift. And so I freaked out and I started going, must be at the Goodwill. So I went back to the Goodwill and the guy was precious. And he and I texted a little bit. He looked everywhere. He tried so hard. David, shout out to David at Goodwill. I'm not sure he's supposed to even do that, but he did. He was precious. He didn't find it. So today, my last ditch effort, I've cleaned the car. I've done the laundry. I've looked everywhere. So I went to back to where I got my blood drawn, and the lady at the information desk, I asked her, and she said, where are you from? And I was like, I'm from Kentucky. So her name is Oliver. So she's my cousin, we say. But anyway, sweetest thing. She's like, if you'll leave your number, if I find it, I'll reach out to you. But so I met some great people. Like she's willing to go above and beyond. David went above and beyond. My sweet friends have prayed that it will turn up. So I hope it does.
Did you pull anything off your head, like over your head?
That is a great question. At Pure Barre, at the 8:30 class when I was teaching, I did. I pulled off my sweatshirt, like at the middle of class, like, oh. But, of course, I've gone back to Pure Barre, and I've taken the vacuum cleaner apart and moved everything. And I went back that day and looked. And then today I looked through the trash that hadn't been taken out and asked everybody, and nobody saw
it. Is it a real thin chain?
It's it looks like a little paper clip. It's 3 diamonds and they hold down. It's a tiny little chain. And I think I just didn't get it clasped really right.
Yeah.
So that would have made me think it'd fall off very soon in my
house.
day. In my house. And I've looked in the couch, but I'm just going to be like, I lost my class ring and I found it 40 years later.
Oh, my word.
I did. I found it in a piece of furniture that was my parents' that my sister wants that's still at my house that she didn't take. And so I got it out of the attic one day and I was like, you got to take this home. So I took it apart. There was my class ring.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word.
Isn't
oh, my
crazy?
word.
But then Callie says to me, Mom, if it takes 40 years, you'll be dead. And I said, wait a minute.
Maybe not.
Only be, pretty old. I said, I could be alive. I said, I only want to be here if I can still do a plank and a push-up.
Did you look at all in your closet?
Yeah. You know what
under
I'm thinking
the bed?
now? I've looked under the bed. I'm thinking to pull all my shoe boxes out of the closet and look under there. That's my next go-to. I don't know. I'm going to just keep looking because I do not give up.
Yeah. Listen, y'all are going to think this is funny because it really doesn't make a lick of sense, but I've done this before with my wedding ring. I've taken it off and in a hurry, I've just set it somewhere. I usually never tell Chip because I'm going to find it. It's just going to take me a minute. Well, recently it took a long time and I was prepared to say, I really don't know where it is. But anyway, in that process, I was like walking around saying, it's not lost. It just has to be found.
I love it. I'm going with that motto. It's not lost.
It just has to be found. It's somewhere. And it really has to be somewhere where you clearly where you were.
Right.
And you're looking in all those places, but it just has gotten pushed or moved into
I'm
a
just
random
hoping
place.
That it has to be found was not by someone walking by and thought, oh, let me just keep that.
Yeah.
Which, if you find it on the street, I'm not mad at you.
I know.
I would like it back.
Sad.
So if you're out there and you had happened to find one on Friday, I'd like it back. There's a reward.
Yeah, there's a reward. Yeah. I feel like it's in your home.
Okay, good.
Or Pure Bar's only so big, so you've turned that place upside down. But I feel like it's in your home or your car.
Yeah,
because it maybe just never made it on well.
Yeah. I feel like I got so excited. I was cleaning my car seat out, the driver's seat, and I heard a cling, cling, and I was like, oh, it was a quarter.
No, we don't want the quarter.
About the
no,
quarter.
I don't want the quarter.
It's all right.
Yeah. But I bet people can relate to this.
Yeah.
It's not lost. It just needs to be found.
And you feel unsettled till you found it.
I know.
But I have said, Lord, if this is your will.
Yeah.
Help me find it.
Yeah.
If it's your not, help me just accept it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
In eternity, it's a thing. I still like the thing.
Yeah.
I like the thing back.
Yeah.
So,
okay, as we wrap this up, oh my God, we've talked for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, as we wrap this up, because we will have not talked about Angela's Italy trip.
Okay.
You gave her a fun little thing to do.
Oh, yes. I hope she does that.
I know that her trip will have already occurred, but
Sure.
tell the people what you and Callie did when you went to Italy.
Well, there's a funny story. I'll tell it really quick.
Okay.
So Callie and I taught swim lessons for years, and we only advertised with friends, and they told friends. So we ended up getting a young child there, and the parent was just not supportive, and he was very negative to his son. He was like, she's not very good. So he was talking negatively about Callie. So he called me and said something like, he wanted his money back. And I was like, sir, first of all, that's my child that you're talking about. Second of all, I've heard everything you said. No, sir. Just don't come back to my house, okay? And so anyway, that amount of money we named it the person's name, and I said, we're going to go to Italy and you're going to get you some shoes and that's what you're going to do. So she did. Now, that sounds so spiteful. I'm sorry. But he was not. It was not done well.
Yeah.
And it was a friend of a friend. And when I asked her, I was like, why did you recommend? She goes, oh, I don't know. I had to move my child out of their child's room. I was like, oh. Yeah. So anyway, so we got some shoes. We went to Italy and they make shoes there. And
that's amazing.
She had her own little sandals made.
That's amazing.
So it was cool. It was a fun experience.
Does she still have them? I mean, I know she's probably not wearing them, but do you think she still has them?
I doubt it. She moves often. So I'm sure
that's
they're
pretty
gone. But
cool,
it was fun.
though.
It was a fun thing, and the cobbler was down there just making the little shoes.
We want to also have, because of the fact that she's going to be there when this new pope is probably determined. Her background being Catholic, Dub's background being Catholic, I have all the questions in the world. Like, could we have a Catholic Q&A? And Angela's like, I'm not qualified to speak into that. But I think it's just fascinating.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And people don't know that about his background.
About his background.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. Well, anything else about summer? Susie said so. This is fun. I love everything we've talked about.
I don't think Callie gave me some podcast recommendations.
Okay, yes.
I'll send those to
Okay,
you.
we'll
It's
put
for a
those-
young person's perspective, some conservatives that she follows.
Yes.
I just listen to Rambling Everyday Life with Fred and Angela myself and the Bible recap. So I wasn't any help, but I thought I'll ask her.
Yes. Well, and yes, absolutely. We're big fans of Jenny Allen. I'm going to listen to her podcast with Made for More with Jenny Allen. And then we love the Big Boo Cast. With,
Oh, yes. And she loves Allie Beth Stuckey.
Yes, I do
She's
too.
a huge fan of her.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. So much fun, everybody. Don't you love it when Susie is on the show because we are talking about all the things. All right, everybody. We love you so much. Listen, the season is wrapping up. We will go on summer hiatus. We do think that we've got a couple of bonus episodes coming this summer. Maybe one with Dr. Dub Oliver because we really want to talk to him maybe while he's not as busy. But anyway, all right, you guys, we love you. Have a super great day and week. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening, everybody. Don't you love Susie? And Susie said so. Okay, are you following us on Instagram? Because if you are not, you want to do that. If you aren't sure where show notes are, Instagram stories after every episode releases is a fun place to see some of the things that we think are worth repeating. Okay, have a great day, guys. We'll see you next time.